It's your boy J Thoughts here once again, and as always, hit those favorite buttons of mine. That's that like, that share, that subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. So today we're talking, do women want you to tell them the truth? Right? You can watch countless hours of dating shows, podcasts, where women are expressing their concerns in the dating market or their concerns in trying to find a suitable male. One of the first things they mention is they want a man who's honest. There's a little bit of hypocrisy with that. I believe it's cap. I believe they're capping. I don't believe that women want true honesty from a man. Let's break this down. Most women spend most of their time in echo chambers with other women who share their same thought process. So they're never really getting a balanced perspective when it comes to their ideas as to how mating and dating should go. I've talked to countless number of women, and I can tell right off the bat that they've never really had an in-depth conversation with a man who's willing to be completely honest with them about why they may or may not be getting the outcomes that they want from men. Early on in my life, in my 20s, I started dating, right? For the first time as a grown man, I started going out with women, to a club or to a bar, having a drink, going to get coffee, and trying to make something happen, right? And the first few dates that I recall going on didn't end well, right? There wasn't really anything coming out of it. And I had to look inside of myself and say, okay, maybe there's something that I am or am not doing that's causing these outcomes. And a lot of what it was that my mental focus was more so on trying to please her, trying to ensure that, she would like me. And that puts a lot of pressure on a woman, right? I don't believe a woman is built to withstand that type of pressure of having to be the one, to keep things going, from a conversation standpoint or from an attraction, the initial, mating and dating stage, right? The man has to take a lot of initiative and really, show who he is to make sure that she can feel comfortable enough to open up to him. But men, if your mindset is more so on trying to please her as opposed to trying to show her the way, that'll backfire. So I switched my mindset after a few dates, right? And I made it to where I would know that a woman would go home at the end of our date and would feel that she did not waste her time. She enjoyed herself. Because I knew that if I went home after the date and I enjoyed myself, that meant by default she enjoyed herself. Because I couldn't enjoy an interaction that a woman didn't enjoy herself, right? We see what's going on. Fast forward, I've lost a lot of maybe second dates because I've kept it real with a lot of women. And what I realized is that when I told the truth, it backfired. If I lied or, was dismissive of the truth, it backfired. So either way, whether you're honest or dishonest, if the woman leaves you, the outcome is the same. So I said, okay, I'll just be real. I'm not motivated by getting in a woman's pants to a point where that's going to skew the information that I give her. And what I've learned in that process is that women don't like the truth. So I asked them, is the truth what you really want? Because I believe that a lot of women spend most of their time lying to themselves. It becomes so comfortable that anybody who tells them anything that opposes the lies they've told themselves, it becomes jarring. It becomes disheartening, right? And the first instinct with us as humans is if something jars us, or if something is repulsive to us, then our reaction is to push back on that or invalidate or discredit that. And I see it time and time again having these conversations with women, and I'm wondering, I'm like, do they really don't want us to tell them the truth? They don't want us to be honest with them. I'm not saying for you to lie, but if you're dealing with a creature that lies to themselves so much, the fastest way to get rid of them is to tell them the truth. They can't handle it. Think about it. They spend half their day lying to themselves, and that's just getting ready. They get in the mirror, they put on a costume, they put on paint on their face, they put on someone else's hair. A lot of times women are putting on other hair that's not theirs. They're putting on bras to make their body contour not a way that it is, or Spanx, or body suits, or heels to make them look taller, jeans to hide, the cellulite. They're doing a lot of shit to alter who they really are, but then they want you to keep it real with them. Make that make sense. Like I said before, the fastest way to get rid of a girl is to tell her the truth. If you're done getting them draws and you don't feel like dealing with her no more, be honest with her. You'll run her out. You'll run her out immediately. Too many women surround themselves with other women who are bullshitting them. But because it's more appeasing to their ego, they're not going to deal with a man who's going to check them on reality. So keep it real with them, because chances are they'll leave whether you're real or whether you're not. So you might as well leave them with something real. So when they finally come to, they can reflect upon what men kept it real with them, and they're going to have an appreciation. See, a man's gratification is delayed. A woman's gratification is instant. A man's gratification is delayed. What do women want? They want your time and attention. What do men want? You know what we want. But most of the time, that's going to come in a delay, right? The woman's going to get the time and attention up front. So how can she tell a man what's real when half of her existence is a facade? That's why I tell us men, just keep it real with them. Get women used to men being honest with them. If all the men snapped their fingers today and kept it 100% real with a woman, they wouldn't have an option to go choose a guy that's willing to just bullshit them. Right? If every woman required commitment today in order for men to have sex with them, well, then the men would start committing. So conversely, if every man started keeping it real with a woman, then the women would have to start getting used to men being honest with them. And delusion would slowly fall away, because you keep it real with them, they don't like it, they go to the next guy. That guy keep it real with him, he's saying the same message as the last dude. She leave both of them, go to the next guy. They're all in unison with the information that we give to women as far as reality. They can't leave reality. So let's start keeping it real. But how real do we want to keep it?